Aloha, it's your favorite friend with questionable character, Aloha Mr. Han, with a Saturday afternoon update presented by our friends at From the 108 and, of course, Jack Daniels. So, I was originally going to do a collector's corner or whatever you want to call it, just to show off some of the memorabilia I have since I was talking about last week. I'm trying to go through and catalog everything so I know what I got, but I had to hop on to talk about the news first, and then I'll show some of the stuff I have. For those who have lived under a rock and haven't heard, Len Kasper is the new radio, not TV, radio voice of the Chicago White Sox. I don't know how to feel about this. I am not a Len Kasper fan. I know several people said he's a great guy and everything else. I have never met him, but his voice to me sounds like Kermit the Frog's getting his nuts squeezed, as I posted on Twitter. And I don't know, he strikes me as like the hipster doofus who thinks he's cooler than everybody else. And like that guy who, saw the band before you did, so that makes him cooler. And, now that you've seen him, the band's sold out. That kind of thing. So I don't know how this is going to work. I have heard that uh, part of it is there are going to be some collaborations between Casper and Benetti, who are big time friends. So that should be interesting. I'm going to give him a chance. I know that Cub fans are in up in arms about this. But listening to his interviews on Friday, one of the things Casper said was it was his choice. He was not. It was not the Cubs' choice. It was his choice. This is something he wanted to do. He is a radio first guy, and that's been his true passion, which makes sense because I know some other people who have said that they prefer radio over TV and everything else. It's everyone's personal preference, so I get that, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Like I said, I am not a fan, so I'll give it a fair shot and see what happens from there. But getting to the real juice of what I wanted to talk about was, like I said, been trying to catalog all this memorabilia I have. I didn't realize how much I had till I started doing this. Jesus, wow, what a mess. So wanted to show off a couple items today because I'm just that kind of guy. So, and by the way, stay tuned for the last one because I think the last one is going to blow everybody's mind. So the first item I have here is, and this is a big one, so I'm going to try and get it, back up so you can get it all in. It is a poster from the Blackout game, September 30, 2008. And as you can see on here, it has autographs from a lot of the key participants. Brian Anderson, Tomei, Danks, some of the guys in the scrum, Ozzy up here by my finger, AJ right there, Bobby Jenks, and Jermaine Dye. And people say, well, why didn't you get Brian Anderson there? Because I wanted to fill up that box there. So, but I got this, and I've been working on this for several years, picking off players here and there. Some I got at Sox Fest, some were a little harder to get, like Brian Anderson, but I finally did get him. So that's the first piece I have. The next one, let me look here, is I was too young to attend this, but my sister did attend. This is a Steve Dahl autographed baseball. Disco sucks, Steve Dahl. When I was young, I was old enough to remember the Insane Coho Lips and the Calls to Iran and Disco Sucks and everything else. I so wanted to be a member of the Insane Coho Lips, but I was just too young for it. So, but huge Dahl fan, have been for eons. So, it was cool when I got that. I got it at Sox Fest a few years back when he did a radio show there on Saturday afternoon. Couldn't have been a nicer guy. He signed for everybody. I know the radio station got a little upset with him that he was signing Disco Sucks, but he didn't care. So that's one of my favorite things that I have. The next thing is, there was a question asked earlier this week about what one player would you want to go back in time to see play. And this was my selection. For those of you who can't tell, that's Sandy Koufax autographed baseball. PSA authenticated right there. I've watched an old video of him, but it's not the same thing. I would just love to have seen him pitch in person. That's just my personal. But I would also love to have seen Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio, Ted Williams. I mean, the list is endless of all these guys in their prime. I would have loved to have seen that, but alas, born too late, couldn't see it. So just have to make do with old grainy video of it. So the next one that I have is a 2005 World Series baseball autographed by the team. I think there are, if I remember correctly, there's 27 autographs on here, which is all the key players of the team. And as custom, manager gets the sweet spot. There's Ozzy right there. So always love showing this off. This was number 350 of 350 in a collection that I bought it from. But one of the greatest weekends of my life was going to games 1 and 2 of the 2005 World Series. And I'll never forget where I was when they brought it home. Uribe going into the stands for that second out, and then Uribe to Konerko, White Sox win a world championship. They're mobbing each other on the field. But this is the last piece I have, and there's two parts to it because of what it is. Because a lot of people, it is an autograph from one of the most counterfeited autographs in the industry. Let me show without much more ado. That is a Michael Jordan autograph on a baseball. You can see Michael Jordan. The M is 23. It is JSA authenticated right there. Obviously, something like this is, how do you know it's not a counterfeit and everything else? That's why you get one of these. The letter of authenticity signed by James Spence, Notary Public certified, certifying that this baseball was indeed, that the signature matched that of Michael Jordan, based on a variety of factors, pressure points in his signature, the general shape of the signature, things of that nature. So yes, that is a Michael Jordan autographed baseball. Now, I got that through Upper Deck many, many moons ago, and had it done by JSA as well, before I took ownership of it. But yes, I do have, like I said, Michael Jordan autographed baseball. So that's all I got for today. I'm sure I'll have more next week because, like I said, there's a mountain of crap to go through. Good God, there's a mountain of crap. But feel free to leave comments, ask questions, do whatever you want. Hope everyone enjoys this. And let's go Sox. Bang.